What's up, everybody? This is Chris Herring. This is episode 2 of the Make Things podcast. I've started this channel to document my process of making things without the pressure of profit. I'm a fashion designer by trade. I work in the fashion tech industry more on the business sales side. I'm also a fashion tech educator. I'm a DJ. I've been doing that for the last 5 years. I'm also a new homeowner. I have all of these different avenues of creativity that I like to explore. I'm just trying to get out of this block that I have in my head where I can't really get through it. So I thought that I would do it live and in public as a reminder to myself and to everybody else that creativity lives in the process and not necessarily in the finished product. So, what I'm going to be talking about on this episode is my exploration into house music. I got into DJing. Well, I got into house music actually in high school. In college, I actually went to college in Baltimore. So, house music, Baltimore house, was really a part of my clubbing nightlife experience. The scene that I was in is very queer, so very queer and very black. That was kind of like the soundtrack to my teenage to early 20s years, moving from DC to Baltimore for college and then from Baltimore to New York City. A lot of the music that I was really drawn to, especially when you go to the after hour spots like Shelter that open at like 6 o'clock in the morning. When you're going to places like that, it's just strictly house music. It was a spiritual thing for me. It was kind of like church because you're going Saturday night, Sunday morning. And when you have taken a step away from the church, you still have that connection with spirit. The beat and the vocals really came front and center with my own spiritual experience and connection with that. So I think that's really why house music resonates with me. It's just part of my formative years and it got me through some really difficult times when you're growing up a young black gay kid to young adults and trying to navigate life, just trying to navigate the world, essentially. So I really got into it as an enthusiast, followed a lot of DJs, and then during the pandemic, couldn't go anywhere. And I was just like, man, I would really love to learn how to DJ. So I went on Goodwill auction, found a $20 controller, and they shipped it to me. And I just started teaching myself. I had nothing but time at that point. So that's literally how I learned. I started making mixes every month and also combating perfectionism because that was the start of me having a creative design block. I was working through multiple things. I want to teach myself to DJ because I love house music, but I have this block. I can't design anymore. Things are just not coming to me, and I think I'm stuck on being perfect. DJing was a practice of releasing perfectionism and allowing myself to make mistakes. So I'm starting that process again. I'm going to show you guys how I've been teaching myself to make house music remixes in Serato Studio. Oh, I'm a little nervous, but we're gonna try to do this. I gotta figure out how I can record and make sure that you guys can hear it. If it sucks, it's okay. I'm fine with that. We're gonna work through it because this is something that I've been curious about and this is what the podcast is about. So let's go. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can record this part up here, but also screen record at the same time so that you can see what I'm doing as I create. I'm still figuring out all of this. What I do here essentially is I'm just making beats and I can make whatever I want. I can add in this type of snare. So that's what I have for right now. So I just picked a track that I love. Everybody should know this one. And then I drag and drop it into Serato Studio, and it kind of chops it up for me. So this is what I have so far. I just kind of chop it up. And then the last one, because I'm still learning how to make percussion heavy beats, I took a track from one of my favorite DJs, Osulade. He has a track called Black Women Cry. So Osulade is a Afro house DJ and producer. And it's just really, I would say, percussion heavy, drum and bass, really soulful, hearty music. So I'm just gonna play a little bit of it. Let's see. I took out the melodic versions and the vocals and stuff like that. It's not really a vocal track, but you can hear it's a little bit more vibrant. Especially with that organ. I still have a little bit, but I just want. I just put that on a loop and put them all together. So this is what I have. Let's see if you can hear. Let's see if I can separate it out. So this is the beat that I made. So that's just the start of a beat. So I'm gonna save that. What's today's date? I'll just put January 27. Very creative. Just gonna save it to my desktop right now, organize it later. But that is essentially what I do to make a beat. Hopefully y'all can hear it.